Hello guys, this is gonna be a quick video about the situation of gym reruns, the whole process about world records and the gym rerun document. So first of all, I'm just gonna do it like off script. I'm just gonna be fishing here because I want to get some hard skills for myself. And now we got that out of the way, I'm gonna start explaining. So the reason why you don't see me like try and preach for world record anymore, or after I did the 37 gyms in 59 minutes, I deep dived into the intricacies of how the run will work and how optimized can it be if I can even get to 38 gyms. And truthfully, unless you are manipulating the RNG of which variations you get in each gym, you get perfect RNG, meaning you don't get any crits at all during the fight, which is very unlikely because you are like forced to get at least one or two over the course of a long run, mainly because of statistics. And you also get good rolls overall, like even if everything goes proper, and you have task level of like item swapping and all of that. I've come to the conclusion that the best case scenario you only have is around 59 minutes flat, 37 gyms. And for me to even try and stress out trying to get that far into the run when I'm just like 36 seconds short of world record, or not 36, 24 short of perfect run, I think I'm gonna leave it there. As of the explanation of why the gym run world record I did it in the first place, well, it has to mainly do because I wanted to prove that the gym reruns can be taken to a new level. Now I'm trying to see if you can optimize the fact that you can do start with one E4 and then come there and do gym reruns. And I have come to the conclusion that you can actually do that very reliably. You can do A4 plus 32 gyms or 33, depending on your luck. And you can do Morimoto. I would prefer to keep Morimoto for like the E4 reruns at least, because my idea is that I'm doing 4 E4s, Morimoto, and then the gyms I didn't do during my 1 E4 plus gym rerun run. So like to maximize my Pokégen, because trying to do NPC trainers, yes, they pay you like around 54,000 or 5400, like 5.4k. The best ones like the around 13. But other than that, it's better to just do gyms. Kind of like you can technically do more profit if you do like the highest reward trainers like PI Carlos, the Route 13 richest trainers, well, the socialite and gentleman, more or less. But other than that, I would prefer to just cover with the gyms, and then if I want to, I can do a trainer rerun doing the all of the NPCs, which is like more. It's just more. How to say it? It's easier and more soothing than trying to do it under a high payment charm. Like I would prefer to use my 100% in gyms and use an amulet coin in the NPC trainers. It's more like that. As of the document, I have finished the document and what I want to give as a public information to you guys. There's gonna be some gyms that are not gonna be introspected, like for example, uh, Sunny Shore, because Sunny Shore is a gym that you can technically do it blind, but you have to use lead. And trying to use your lead matchup in your first gym is not reliable. What I mean is that if you're really using your one at a time explosion from Whizzing, you want to use it in a high value gym, and also you want to use it as late as possible so that you can maximize the use of neutralizing gas, which comes to abusing in Snow Point, in Hardhome, and in Canalave, and in Oreburg. You have 4 gyms you want to abuse the neutralizing gas to be able to do the gyms without having to explode. Well, technically, it's in Canalife there's an adaptation now that I have done that you just explode there to just guarantee the clearance of the gym afterwards. But other than that, it's really straightforward. You want to use the neutralizing gas from wheezing to be able to clear the best amount of gems possible in Xeno before you have to heal. And the best ideal route for a Xeno route is do as much gems as possible without healing, then go to a next region. Is the best pathing I could find and the most optimal pathing I could do. If you minimize the amount of healing in the regions with bad healing spots, Xeno, Johto, and Unova, you get the best amount of gems possible. You can maximize your gem amounts, and then if you have leftover time, you can either track back and do more gems, or you can do NPC trainers, like the Socialite and the Gentleman from Route 13 in Unova. You can do Morimoto if you want. There's those options. So there's gonna be some gems that I'm gonna leave out purposely on the document because they're not optimal to do on a day-to-day basis on how I think about doing gym routes. And also, I think I'm gonna do a video talking about gym route optimization if you want to customize your own gym route, because for my routes, when I did gym only, I will start in Xeno because my thought process of pattern is that you want to use the easy healing spots in between the non-good healing regions. So you start Xeno, you have 3 regions that are bad healings, Xeno, Johto, Unova, and you have 2 regions that are good healing, which is Hoenn and Kanto. You want to maximize the use you can get of both of those regions with good healing by putting them in between the bad healings, because what you do is, so the idea is you start Xeno, for my experience and my routes, you start Xeno, you do as much gems as possible without healing, then you switch to a region with easy healing. In this case, Hoenn will be the second region for me when I did the world records. You will heal there because it's instant, and then you will do the route there. Doesn't matter if you have to heal a few times, because since the healing is so fast, you don't get that much track back compared to doing it in another region. Once you get out of the region, you fully heal before going to the next one, so that you get a full party before starting a hard region. In this case, from Hoenn to Johto, or from Kanto to Unova. That's my order of routing, for example. If you want to customize it and do, like, I don't know. Also, the reason why I'm doing Kanto 4th is because after you do the Johto route, since I'm doing PC swaps, which is, like, in my opinion, better than just raw healing, mainly because it's fast. If you have the speed input, it's faster than actually waiting for the healing to go through. And after you do the PC swap, when you get to Kanto, you can just directly swim on Vermilion to get to Lieutenant Surge. That's why my order is Xeno, Hoenn, Johto, Kanto, and finally Unova. And also Unova last because it's the worst region in comparison to every other region of distance between PC and boat. It's the worst distance possible. It takes 20 seconds to get there. From flying to getting there, or from just raw getting out of the boat to the PC. It takes 20 seconds to get to the PC. Or to the boat. Either way. So it's best off leaving it at last, and also the PC there is also have the same problem as the Johto one. You are better off doing PC swap rather than using the PC healing. So that's my explanation of why I'm doing that in that order. But if you want to include a 1e4 and then start doing the run, what is my recommendation is that you either do it in an easy region, and you don't care as much as doing optimally the routing, because you are compensating for the fact that you're not doing the optimal routing, which is, in my opinion, Xeno, Hoenn, Johto, Kanto, and finally Unova, and instead you're putting an E4 which pays around 7 to 8 times more what a gym would normally pay up. So a gym normally will pay 8,900. That's the average. So it pays 8,900. You divide 66,000 by 8,900. You get around 7.4 gyms of payout. So it gets like between 7 and 8. That's what I said. So obviously you're compensating for the fact that you're not doing every single gym optimally by the fact that you're doing an E4 which pays better and it takes around the same time that do two gyms. Takes it normally beating a champion normally takes around 2 to 3 minutes, which is in average 2 gyms, which is pretty good comparatively. You're getting the payout of 5 gyms extra by just doing one champion fight. And also you get 2 KPP, which is not that much. It pays for a few bracelets if you want to breed, or also you can just pay up for other things, but it's not that much. And yeah, so that's the idea. So I'm gonna be releasing the document real soon. Probably today. I don't really feel like delaying the document. But that's my stance on everything going right now. I'm not gonna go for world record anymore. If you want to try it, be advised. It will really take a toll on you. Like my recommendation. If you want to do a world record, I would recommend you to do it like day on, day off. So what I mean is that you don't do it daily attempts. You do like in between days. So like for example, you start Monday doing a world record attempt. Your next world record attempt should be Wednesday. You want to do it in between. You want to do a normal gym route and run, a chill route, a gym attempt run, a chill route. That's what you want to do normally. But if you also get burnout, I will just recommend to just do them whenever you feel like doing the gym attempt world record. That's what I did mainly. Like when they released the teleporters, I haven't done a gym run like in the last 2 months. For reference, when they released Johto, my last gym rerun was the world record previous to Johto being announced. I really didn't do that much gym rerun whenever I got a world record. So I would really recommend if you want to try and do a world record. And also, good luck, because trying to get the stars aligned for you on a run will cost you a lot of time. Like for example, you have to also be very good at PC swapping and item swapping efficiency. So it's not for everyone. But in the document, there's the differentiation between scouting and bagless. If you want to follow the approach of bagless gym fights, you can do that. If you want to use items, there's also the option there. I'm not gonna share the gyms that are bad for like normal routing, Sunisher mainly, because they are not for your day-to-day basis of gym rerun. They are better off as scouting purposes that you can do with the information on hindsight to do it. So that's pretty much it. I explained about my current situation with gym runs world record. I explained my situation with gym runs as a whole, and I explained the reason how the document is gonna be released. So thank you much for being here and hearing me do a little bit of a rant. Yeah, it took me like 30 minutes, but if you really think about it, I was also explaining my thought process. So if you just want to use it as background noise, you can. I have it. Also, I just want to say, I'm very thankful for all of you guys that were like really pushing it for in my world record video, my recent one in 37 gyms, that I could really do a guide on it. I don't really like doing guides because my idea for guides is that you are, well, as the word says, you are guiding another person through your thought process on how things are done. And my ideals are not by that. Instead, what I prefer, I really think that if you want to get good at something, you learn it by yourself. I didn't ask Sanarchy how to do gym runs. I just learned it the hard way. I took his gym, I understood his routing, and then I tried to adapt it for myself, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to optimize it. I don't really think it's better, like, yeah, you can technically ask for help and try and do the routings like more efficiently because you have the aid assistance. You can do it with the Patrovsky's Discord server. I will recommend that because in there you can talk with a lot of people, including me. I'm there sometimes. I don't speak much. I'm just a reader at more as of lately. But you can ask for help on how gym routes are done and how gym optimization is done, and also variations. But if you really want to watch a guide on the on this gym run team, at least the one from Hydreigon Weezing team, I would really recommend you just go for Sanarchy's team, Sanark's guide. His guide literally is my team. I took the guidance from his team. I just took his idea of a team and min-maxed it. HPIs, Helping Hand, Dark Pulse, Hail, Blizzard, all of those optimizations on Blastoise, Typhlosion, and Weezing, and all of that, I did them. I just told him to implement them and what was the reasoning for them, and that's it. I don't really think that I will be a good teacher for like much things. Like, yeah, I have the knowledge and I have the like interactivity to talk about how to do things, but I don't really feel like I am a fit for a coach for per se. I mostly like leave the information, leave it there so that you can use it on your own and you learn it, and then you can use it however you like it. Because I didn't learn Gym Rerun from anyone else. I just took a team that has very good return of usage, used it for myself, failed miserably in a lot of attempts, and then just learned it the hard way and mastered it. I didn't really ask for help to do the routing. I created my own routes, I optimized it, I looked for outs to do and how to do gyms perfectly, and I did them. There's not really much about it. I just did the routing myself, and I tried to optimize it. I found the moves that I needed, I found the item swaps I needed, and I just did it. That's it. I can't emphasize enough that it comes down to experience. Gym reruns is about experience. You will not see Patrowski post the gym rerun guide, advanced gym rerun guide in like at least 1 month because he has to learn it the hard way. You have to feel the run. You have to feel the gym runs by yourself to be able to learn the gyms themselves. I cannot give you a guide and then you can do it in first try. You can follow a guide. You can follow like a pattern of on how to do gyms. But that also means to automation, like, so you're not really doing it yourself. You're just following some a step-by-step guide, quote unquote, on how to approach gyms, which is not that bad. But if you want to really learn how to gym rerun, I will not recommend it. That's like my grain of salt in this situation. So for those asking for me to do a guide, I'm sorry, I will just redirect you to Sanarchy's guide and documentation, because I don't really feel like doing a guide. I'm not the guy to feel like doing a guide will help any of you. Like, even if you think it helped you, it didn't. Because I really feel like the best way to learn is just to do it yourself. You have to learn it by experience. That's how I learn it. That's how I get the world records. It's not because someone else told me how to do gym reruns and how they're optimized. It's because I went the hard way. I went there, did the runs myself. I had to learn the hard way how to optimize each gym, the inputs, the mastery. I had to learn how to item swap, PC swap. I learned how to do all of those the hard way. I had to adapt myself to be able to compete with myself because I wanted to improve. That's the only way I really got the world records, because I wanted to improve at gym reruns, because I wanted to learn more. The thrive of learning and improving is what will get you better gym rerun results. It's not a guide. It's not someone else's guidance. You have to learn it the hard way and get the experience. At least that's my point. At least that's my point of view on all of this situation. So, thank you guys for hearing at least. Again, I thank and I know I extended myself with this, but I really want to emphasize the point. Experience is what's gonna get you good results with gym reruns. It's not a guide. You will hear like some key factors or some recommendations on what to do. But other than that, it's just the experience and the thrive for improving what is gonna get you better results on gym runs. What is gonna get a better payout. What is gonna improve yourself in how to get 34, 35 gyms. I'm not saying 37 because that's just a dream. But even then, you can get good results in gym runs, but you have to get your part done. You cannot just hear someone else talk about it and then say, oh yeah, and now I'm good at gym runs. No. you need experience. Thank you so much for hearing myself, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope this was from help for you. And I hope this clarified some things for all of you guys.